So today we will learn about Python. What do you mean by Python? Okay. Python is a general purpose high level programming language. Okay. And what is the meaning of general purpose? What is the meaning of general purpose high level programming language? General purpose means we can develop web application, we can develop data science, we can develop many software. Okay. Okay. Python has many features. Python language has many features that are not existed in before the language age. If you want to learn Python, you can learn easily. This is just type a English type language. This is just type a English type language, and and Python is developed by Gado van Rossum when he was working in Netherlands in National Research of Institute. So Python was developed by Gado van Rossum. And why the name of this language is like a Python? Why? People think that this is a type of a snack. No, not a snack. There was a popular TV serial show was working in BBC British language, British Monty. Due to that Monty circus, the scientists developed the language name Python. If so, Python is a dynamically typed language. Python is a dynamically typed language. What do you mean by dynamically typed? Dynamically typed means you have not to mention the data type. You have not to mention the data type in Python language. If you put A equal to 10, B equal to 20, C equal to 30.5, then automatically PVM Python virtual machine will recognize that A equal to 10 is a integer type, B equal to 20 is a integer type, C equal to 20.5 is a float type. Okay. So how much PVM or scientists have developed the language that you have not to mention the data type. It automatically recognized, PVM automatically recognized the data type of Python. Okay. And nowadays, now a scenario in the world of data science, artificial intelligence, IoT, IoT, okay. When we, what do we understand about artificial intelligence? What do we understand about the artificial intelligence? Means robotics. When we talk about the robotics, that human instruction is fed into the robotics to execute that robot will work properly according for instruction. Then what will happen? Now we talk about the data types of Python. Python has many data types like int, float, list, set, tuple, dictionary, frozen set. List means first of all, we will discuss about the set and dictionary. Okay. Set is a data type in which we can keep the data under the curly braces. Under the curly braces, if I put the 10 elements, then we put under the curly braces. Okay. In set, we cannot take duplicate data. Duplicacy is not allowed in the set data type. Order can be changed, but we cannot take the duplicate data. When we talk about the dictionary, in the scenario of dictionary, there is two parameters under the dictionary data type. One is key and other is value, key and value pair. So dictionary works on a key value pair. If we mention key value as 1 and data is equal to scientist, 2 data is equal to doctor, 3 data equal to engineer. We can change the value of the key, means duplicacy can be allowed. Duplicacy can be allowed in the key value pair as a value, but in the key section we cannot allow duplicacy. But in the key section we cannot allow the duplicacy. Okay? बात समझ में आ गई? List and tuple. This is a basic data type. If I am mentioning A equal to only parenthesis in the section of list, we insert the data at the parenthesis mode. We insert the data at the parenthesis mode. We do not insert the data in the normal mode. We can mention A equal to parenthesis 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. List is mutable. Tuple is immutable. What do you mean by mutable and immutable? What is the difference between mutable and immutable? Mutable means we can add the elements. We can change the position of the elements. We can add the elements. We can change the elements. We can delete the elements. We can remove the elements. We can add the elements. But when it comes to the immutable, we cannot change the position of the element. We cannot delete the element. We cannot remove the element. We cannot add the element. So, list is time consuming process. When we go to the fixed job, that this job will happen again and again, we will go for the tuple, and if we go for the frequently job changing, then we go for the list process. We go for the list process. ठीक है? और we will use, there is a more and more function. There is a math function, range function, and random function we are using. We are using everybody seen that if we are doing online transaction, then if we are doing online transaction, then we go for the OTP process. Means one time password process is going on. What do you mean by OTP? One time password means whenever we are putting any transaction through the online mode, we are doing any banking transaction, normal transaction, Paytm transaction, whatever we are Amazon transaction, whatever online process we are crossing, whatever online process we are doing, there is a concept of OTP. There is a concept of OTP. Okay. Then, using random function, we can generate random numbers in the given range. We are using many methods with the random dot random, random dot rand int, random dot rand range, random dot uniform. We can take list elements from all the selection process in the random function by using the random function. So we can take random function as a finding some digit, some element, some specific element, some unique element from the given range as a range, as a list, as a tuple. We will select out from that process. We will select out from that process. Okay? And so we are using math function. Math function improves. If I want, you want, any person want, then I want to take out the factorial of any number. Take out the factorial of any number. If I want to find out the factorial of any number, then you have to write 6, 7, 8 line code in the language, in the programming language. But Python has given a function for particular that process. That if I want to find out the factorial, we only use math.factorial function and we will get the output. If we want to find out the flooring of a number, if I want to ceiling of the number, If I want to a square of the number, if I want to root of the number, there are the many and many functions that is provided by the Python. That is provided by the Python. Okay. Python is so much popular because it also enabled with the Django. Django improves the performance of Python. Django improves the metropolity of the Python. Using Django, we can enhance the application ability of the Python, application capability of the Python. Through the Django, we can make a web application. Python is so much popular in data science, artificial intelligence, but when we talk about the web development using Python, when we talk about the web development using Python, then the role of Django is much more popular in that procedure. Django makes the Python much and more powerful when we are going to develop a web application. There is web.py and many more folders that is available in the Python. And yes. So where we in the scenario Python, we will use urls.py. Whatever URLs we are giving in our web application, we are using get and post method. Get and post, both methods are very important. Get and post method, both are important in the case of Python. Both methods are used for data transferring from sender to receiver, from one location to another location, from web client to web server. When we are using the get method, there is a security leak, then anybody intruder can enter into our web application. But when we talk about the web server, if we go about the post method, then we have to their encryption value go to the web server. Nobody can enter in our web application. Nobody can enter in our web application, and nobody can enter in our web application, and data is secure. Security is a main mechanism of any language. If your data is not secure on web server, on passing through path, through the web browser to web server, in request and response process, then it is dangerous. Then it is dangerous for our web application. Then it is dangerous for our organization system. That data security is a more key point of any application. If data security is not proper, then we cannot move for the right thing, because data is a crucial thing. When we talking about the protocols, we are using many protocols. What is the role of protocol? Listen it carefully. Protocols are the set of rules and regulations. Protocols are the set of rules and regulations that takes your request from the client and goes to the web server. And whatever the page is required from the web server, that it comes back to the web client and it gives you to the required page to the web client. Okay. So protocols plays role as a communicator between web server and web client. So whenever it is going with a special request, then it goes to the web server that I need HTML page, I need Microsoft page, I need audio, I need video, I need this type of document that web client has required. So the need of protocols is very important role. Protocol plays very important role in data communication between web client and web server. Listen it carefully. When we talking about there are many types of web application exist in the software industry. More applications are informative applications. Informative applications has less security probability because informative application gives you information. Then you will use HTTP protocol there only. But when we go to the transaction, when we go to the online transaction, we go to the HTTPS protocol. Because HTTPS protocol stands for security purpose. Any banking transaction, any online transaction, any transaction you have to move for HTTPS. If you move for HTTP, if any company develop an application, security application with HTTP protocol, that application can give you big loss. That application can give you big loss. So in the scenario of HTTP, in the case of security purpose, we will use HTTPS instead of HTTP. Okay? Now, one question is HTTP is which type of protocol? Protocols are of different types. A stateless, a stateful. What is the difference between a stateless and a stateful? A stateless protocols are those protocols through which we client demand something from the web server. After submitting the data, after completing the data, if again client goes to that thing, that HTTP protocol never remember that which client was earlier comes through my protocol. Means when we are going to open Gmail or Facebook or any open, if we are going to log out, then HTTP protocol not remember you. But when we talk about HTTPS, this is a stateful protocol. A stateful protocol remember you, remembers your history, remembers everything of yours. Okay.